Both teams battling hard through the first half. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Guys, I love his activity, patrolling the court, blocking shot after shot out there. He's really made a statement at the defensive end.
Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with the Cobra, and it's Jordan in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And here we go. Washington fast break. And stolen by Jordan. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Matthews leading the charge. Dallas again missing.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it, I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has. Hey, there's no denying it. DeAndre Jordan was a force on the boards last season. Led the league with 15 rebounds a game.
Nene the pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Second shot opportunity. Down low. And it's Matthews with the jam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down. Oh, it was a nice gamble, Kevin, but he just couldn't get it to go in.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews. Deron Williams is checked in for loose. John Wall's checked in for the Wizards. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wall's got 7. You know, talking about Jordan, very dominant, obviously, on the glass. Not only had the most rebounds, but Gene, he also had the best rebound percentage at 32%.
And Kevin, I know you know that, but for our fans, that rebound percentage is the percent of rebounds a player could have grabbed, and that speaks to effort as well. And when Jordan was on the floor, he was getting a third of every possible defensive rebound.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Harris is checked in. And Wall. Here we go now. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Harris. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. And finished off by Parsons.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Shot clock at 5. Wall dishes to Beal. Puts one up from 19. They grab their own miss. Gortat makes it off the glass.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Williams outside. Rebound, Washington. Beal gets a wide-open look, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Now just a 1-point Maverick lead. Jordan the screen. Poked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Pt² is checked in, and a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Chris Humphries has checked in for Gortat. Dudley comes in for Nene. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Oubre. And Gary Neal subbed in for Bradley Beal. Williams kicks to Parsons. Back to Williams. Over in the corner, Matthews. With the shot. Tries again. And Parsons with the lay-in. Parsons got 4 points now in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunity.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. And Chandler Parsons really set off a Texas rivalry last year, drafted by the Rockets in the second round. He received an offer sheet in free agency from the team's rival, the Dallas Mavericks. Eventually chose Dallas, injured in the playoffs, hurt a knee, only played the one game. But I think they've got great things ahead for him with the Mavs.
Yeah, Parsons was a restricted free agent, so that meant the Rockets could match if they wanted to, but they declined to match Dallas's offer, which sent Parsons packing just up the road in Texas.
Lewis checked in for Devin Harris. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
And, guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Lewis attacking, and good on the basket. Book it. Lewis has got 17.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Washington calls timeout.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
.136 left in the third. Wall passes to Dudley. And it's blocked. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Williams is running. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Lots of room. And Pachulia pulls it down.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Lewis attacking, and the serious dunk to finish it off.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Lewis against Wall. This is to Dudley. Nice ball movement by Washington. Lewis grabs the board.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Nowitzki comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And Barea subbed in for Williams. It's stolen by Barea. And Parsons kicks to Nowitzki. Parsons against Dudley. Now here's Parsons. Back to Nowitzki. Gortat with the steal. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Mavericks on top. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Here's Wall. So on the floor for Washington. Oubre out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Mr. Fundamentals. Then it's Gortat. And it's Wall in at the point guard.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Dudley against Nowitzki. Gortat with the rebound.
Well, he's building the house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Take a look at what Mr. Fundamental's been doing. He has 12 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Wall's shot is off. The Mavericks leading. Lewis with the three. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. To the left wing. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Mavericks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Lewis outside. The shot, no good. And it's Washington the other way. And here we go. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Berea. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. And now 24 points for the Cobra. Now here's Wall, guarded by Berea, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Jaron Williams checked in for the Mavericks. Dallas leading by 5, and out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and Jordan sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Washington making some changes. Chris Humphries has checked in for Gortat. Nene comes in for Jared Dudley. And Bradley Beal subbed in for John Wall. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Mr. Fundamentals got 10 points in just the second half. Lewis attacking. Out to Harris. Passes it to Williams. Nowitzki against Nene. Fades. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Mr. Fundamentals.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Lewis attacking. Power down with both hands.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.